Hello, my name is Katie Schuster, and this is my speech, Even Extroverts Get Nervous. So, start off by doing my little poem. My hands are sweaty, my knees are weak, my mouth is feeling like a bowl of dry spaghetti, and this anxiety is making me tweak. So being an extrovert like I am, it is hard for me to get nervous, mainly because I don't really care. But I do get nervous. 3 things that make me nervous are: 1, I don't like talking in front of large crowds that people I don't know. 2, I don't like being a beginner at things. And 3, romantic relationships. Let's dive into number 1. No one really likes to talk in front of large crowds, right? Easy. So I'm a campaigner, and with that personality type, I want everyone to like me. So I get extremely nervous when people don't know me and my goofy personality because I fear that they won't like me back. And so the way I overcome this is I pretend that I am already friends with the person. I'm already friends with the stranger. Because when I am friends with someone, I can be goofy and I can be silly and I can be whoever I am. And I can just feel like I'm receiving no judgment because they should be my friend, right? So if I take the same attitude towards a stranger, then they, if they are judging me, then I don't care because they shouldn't be my friend in the beginning. Their opinion doesn't matter to me. Number 2 is me being a beginner at things. I don't like being a beginner. It makes me really, really nervous because, again, the judgment and the harsh looks and everything make me freak out. I grew up, obviously, blonde and a little bit on the ditzy loud side. So even if I was a beginner and I messed up things, people were like, oh, that makes sense. She's just a ditzy blonde. So that stigma kind of carried with me, and now it makes me anxious and nervous every time I try something new because I don't want that judgment and that stigma of being, a ditzy blonde girl attached to me for my whole life. The way that I've learned to overcome this nervousness is one of my good friends. When I first moved out here, we started surfing, and he's like, listen, the only way that you can get better is if you are going out and looking at your own surfing abilities. And I carry that through everything now. The only way you can improve is by looking at your own abilities and seeing yourself growing every day and only comparing yourself to your past self. You want to beat yourself in a race. I want to beat myself getting up and being better at surfing, all of these things. So the last thing that makes me nervous is romantic relationships. I'm a very emotionally involved human. So I dive headfirst into relationships and I get really emotionally involved. I get head over heels. I smother. I love it. Some people love it and they reciprocate back. But in the end, in the back of my head, I'm always like, this is going to end. This is going to end. This relationship is going to end. And it's just this constant nervousness in my brain when it comes to that because, I come from divorced parents, so it's trauma. But the way I'm trying to overcome this nervousness is to understand that relationships are trial and error. They are meant to fail if they are supposed to. They should thrive if they're supposed to. And I first need to understand what my wants and needs are and make sure that those are being met. And then, carry that into, am I having proper communication with my partner, whoever. There's a lot of factors that go into romantic relationships, and that nervousness that comes with those, I'm still definitely working on, but understanding myself first, I think, is a valuable step in moving forward with that. So let's go over these. I get nervous talking to large crowds of people I don't know. I don't like being a beginner at things, and relationships romantically make me very nervous. Let's end this by a beautiful quote by Helen Keller. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming it. Thank you.